Greetings. This is Arvette McLean of Speak, the Universe Listens.
We cherish that. We love that particular piece of it because
Teach people like, hey, it's okay. Change.
New ways to view age-old challenges. Change your thoughts, change your life. Step into the bigness of you.
Greetings and welcome to today's episode of Speak, the Universe Listens. And today's topic is a goal is not a dream. And I have Stephen joining me and Rodney.
Hey.
Always good to see you guys. Always smiling. Okay, so a dream is not a goal. So I would say, what would you say is the difference between a dream and a goal?
I think oftentimes the difference to us between a goal and a dream, a goal is something we feel we can do. A dream is more so, I want to do that, but it's out there, you know, like, I don't know necessarily how I can obtain that or if I can really obtain it. But a goal, we like, okay, I can do this. And a goal, you can see yourself doing it, you can believe that. But a dream is just, you know, it's just like, whatever, you know, that's something I want to do, that's my dream, but I don't know how to obtain it, or I can't necessarily see the path to it.
Mm-hmm.
A goal, we can see the path for how to, you know, if I do such and such, such, I can reach my goal.
Right.
But a dream, we like, I don't really know the way to get that, but, you know,
That's how I see
so
it.
I see the difference.
Yeah, and it's interesting that you guys see that because I didn't really understand the difference for a while. Like, okay, if a dream is not a goal, and if a goal is something that you pretty much know how to do, in my brain, I was thinking, well, I pretty much could figure out how to do anything.
Right.
So then I can't have a dream. So I was like real confused on that point for a while.
But yeah, I mean, I think a lot of us, you know, everybody has a dream. You know, everybody wants to be rich or to have the, you know, the Mercedes Benz and the big house. But I think if you're dreaming that, it's accomplished. It's accomplishable. Like, you can have it. Don't get me wrong. But if you were to set it as a goal, then it's following up with what you were saying.
Then you believe it?
Yeah, then you believe it because you're applying the action to it. So it's sort of like dreams and goals. They sort of clash a little bit because even with your goals are somewhat leading up to your dreams. If you see what I'm saying, because like if you sit back and say, well, I'm mapping this out, your goals are, I'm gonna do X, Y, Z, and the reason why you're doing your goals is because your dream has always been, you know, having a car, having a mansion, having wealth, right? And so with your goals, what you're doing is leading up to those things to get your dream. So it's almost, to me, it's like
I feel like, all right, for instance, if I say, you know, my goal is to be a barber, right?
right.
Then I know I can go to barber school, get a job at a barber shop.
Uh-huh.
But if I say my dream is to own a barber shop, I might not necessarily believe that or know the steps to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think, and of course everybody have their own definitions, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think that, I guess the distinction that we're making between a dream and a goal is a dream, you don't know how to do it. You can't set your goals to get your dream because you don't have no idea of how to do it. A dream is so big that you don't know how to do it. So, like I was saying, at first I was confused, and
Right.
kind of like in the same way what you're saying. Like I feel like I can figure out how to get a house or how to get, you know, a car or something like that. But then what happened, the thing that happened to me that made me realize, oh, it is some things that I just have no idea of how to do, right? Because I was doing a speaking engagement, and someone asked me, they were like, now what's your next? What do you want for yourself next? And I don't know where this came from because it was not in my head, but it just rolled off my tongue. To attract $428 million. And as I was rolling it off my tongue, I was like, why am I saying this? That's not my next, that's not anything I had ever thought about before.
Right.
And so I'm like panicking as I'm saying, like, why am I saying this? Why am I saying this? So then that thing just plagued me, right? So when I got home, I got to calculate it out, and I'm trying to figure out how can I make $428 million or whatever. And I'm just, oh, no, that ain't gonna work. That might give me $1 million. Okay,
Right.
I can't do that 428 times. Okay, and so I'm like recalculating and calculating this. I had no earthly idea. I couldn't set enough goals to get $428 million. And so that's when I realized, oh, there are so many things I would have no idea, like none, of how to do this. And so I decided at that point to make that my goal, my dream. Even though, it's not like I personally, what am I going to do with $420 million? Like, so technically that wasn't my dream.
Right.
But once I decided to make that my dream, it changed me. So a dream is something so big that in order for you to have it, you have to change.
Mm.
I like that. You hit the
Yeah, so because the dream, you have to change your thinking for the dream to seem real to you. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because who does Arvette have to become in order to attract $428 million? So she can't be in the scarcity mindset. She has to be someone who believes in abundance, doesn't believe in lack, who believes all things are possible. I have to have a whole different belief system
Right.
in order to create or attract or for $428 to be revealed to me. And so in that process, I actually realized what my real dream was. And so up until that point, I never really, I had plenty of goals, but I never had a dream per se. I never had anything that was big enough. Because I always thought if I put my mind to it, I could do it. Like I always thought that. But I didn't realize I was only putting my mind to things that I knew I could do. And so I would have never, right, so they were goals. So I would never have put my mind to $428 million because that's too big, that's out of what I believe was possible. And so reconfiguring all this in my head, like, okay, there are some things that in your mindset is impossible.
Yeah.
So what out there would you want? Something that you believe is impossible. So that's kind of like it opened up the whole field of possibilities when I was like, okay, so I can choose anything, like anything could be my dream.
I think dreams, like, they got to be something so big. It's so, it feels like it's so big and so, there's no limit to it, pretty much. There's no limit to it. But for what you're saying, though, I'm looking at it like, for me, I'm thinking about my dreams and my goals now. All my goals that I had set for myself were things that I thought I could accomplish. I knew I could accomplish them. my dreams that I had for myself, never thought I could accomplish. And so what you were saying, my actions has just been focused on what I know was possible. And my dreams, not saying that I didn't feel like it was possible. It was like, just didn't feel like it was realistic.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It just didn't feel like it was realistic. But thinking of it now, in that sense of what you just said, it makes perfect sense. So if people will sort of believe in their dream, then I guess it will be a little bit more like how they look at their goals.
Question.
Yeah.
How does someone get to the point where nothing seems too big?
And I can't answer that question, but what I mean, I probably could answer that question. Get to the point where nothing seems too big.
Like no dream seems too big to where you can't.
Right. So I don't know if I want to say that your dream should seem so big that you can't do it. But I would say we need to feel so big that you don't know how to do it.
Right, okay, yeah, that's the difference.
Yes, and so I guess if you're saying, oh, I got this dream, but I feel like I can't do it, there's no power in that.
Right.
But if you're like, I have this dream, I just don't know how to do it,
But I can do it.
but I can do it. All things are possible. Then it's like, who do I have to become in order for this, in order for me to have this dream? And so when I realized these little dynamics, I've also realized my dream had been whispering to me all this time. Like, I always knew what my dream was. I just never believed that it was possible, so I had never given it voice. And so what my dream is that I would like to be able to, I don't know if the right word is create or bring about, where people can heal themselves, where people don't have to age. You know, like we could be forever 35, you know, or however, you know, whatever age you want to be. You don't have to age. If, you know, you have any ailments, you can either heal them or you don't have to have them. So I would like to develop or come up with or reveal the steps, the methodology, or whatever, where all people have the ability to just forever be free in their bodies.
Now that you shared your dream, I just realized that I have to find a new dream. Because, not saying I accomplished all my dreams, but my dream was to own a business. I've now done that. So now it's like, what's the next dream? What's something I don't know how to do now, you know? Like, so, yeah, that's something I'm gonna think about, like, what's my new dream?
Mm-hmm. So, do you feel like you had to become somebody different in order to have your dream?
Yes. Yeah. I was totally different mindset.
Yeah. I definitely feel like just having the dream, just giving voice to my dream, like I said, it changed me, but I feel like it also, as I'm birthing my dream is giving birth to me. Like it's giving me new life, it's helping me to evolve, it's helping me to expand my consciousness, it's helping me to change what I believe is possible in the world, it's helping me to be more loving, it's helping me to be less judgmental. Like all these things are a result of me giving voice to that little dream, that little thing that was whispering that I didn't even think was possible. And even now, you know, if I say, well, this is what I want to do, people will say, well, how are you going to do it? I don't know. But I'm moving into a place where I believe that it's possible.
Most of my dreams, like I said now, when I think about stuff as far as what I see for myself, try to get to the feeling of it, you know, just trying to, okay, if I know that, you know, I want to be a great leader, well then, that's my dream. I got to feel it. Like, I got to make sure every day I'm walking, you know. So, I think that's something else too. But Rodney was saying before, believing, because we believe what we can do, but we just don't believe in what we can't, what we don't know how to do.
And then I wanted to add, like, in terms of believing, and I really didn't want to go into yet, like, how to accomplish your dreams, but I did want to say that instead of making the dream somewhere off, far away, like you said, walking in it every day, because every day there is something that you can do today, right now, to be a part of that dream. I don't know how to say what I'm saying, but let's just say if I want to be a famous artist, then I don't have to wait until somebody gives me the title of being a famous artist. I can start painting today, and I can admire my own work today, and I can paint things that I love, you know. And so I'm saying, if you want to, you know, be a famous author, you know, if you want to be a leader, like you were saying, like, what are the traits of a leader? And then you can just show those traits to the people in your life today. Like, you don't have to wait until it's accomplished before you start acting on it, I guess.
I think there is a change in you though when you heading towards your dream. Like you said, you can't be the same person when you get your dream as you was when you wanted your dream. So I do think there is a shift, and you start looking at things like, well, normally I would have handled this like this, or normally that would have got me down, or you know, it's a
Like, when I think about my dream, and I think about, let's say, some of our greatest healers, and I'll just say Jesus Christ, for example. And I think about the traits of Christ. If I want to heal others, but not just, I don't want to just necessarily be the person that's doing the healing. I want to teach people how to do it for themselves. But I feel like I would have to embody some of the traits of our greatest healers. And so if I'm just using Jesus because that's somebody that we kind of all are familiar with in our country. Then what are some of the traits, you know, like being non-judgmental, and then some things you have to, well, sometimes I will infer what a person is like, you know. And so what I'm inferring with Jesus is that Jesus isn't looking at us like it's something wrong with us. Like, Jesus is looking at us like we're imperfection. So if I'm looking at you in perfection, then I don't necessarily have to heal you. You're already healed because you're perfect. And so me learning to look at people as Christ and look at people as perfect already will help me, I believe, to have that healing presence. And so just like gathering from people, I don't know if it was Rodney or Teron, but somebody that was sitting on this side of me said something to the effect of getting the information from their ancestors. Did one of y'all say that recently?
Mm-hmm.
Getting information, getting the energy. Was it Stephen?
Wasn't it?
I think it was you. Anyway, yeah, so a lot of times I will like try to get the information from people who have already passed. Yeah. Okay, so a goal is not a dream. And so a dream is so much bigger than a goal. And a dream is something that you don't know how to do it. Now, a lot of people are like, what's the point? Like, to be a dreamer. Just to be a dreamer. You just had this dream that'll never come true. But Stephen kind of alluded to the whole idea of having belief in it anyway. knowing that you don't have to know how, because there is a whole field of just infinite possibilities. The mind of the infinite knows how, and it can organize all those details for you. And to me, I feel like your dream, your big dream, causes you to change and gives birth to you. So just even having a dream, as Stephen would say, makes you level up. So I think, in my opinion, just having a dream is just so important. And Stephen has said that everyone has a dream, but what I've realized is a lot of people have no idea of what their dream is. And I was one of those people until literally like 3 years ago, no idea, not realizing that it had been whispering to me the whole time. So I suspect that many of you are like me. Your dream is whispering to you, just waiting for its chance to leap out and be born through you. So try to hear what that voice is, what your dream is. And usually it's not, to get the car. It's usually something else. It's usually something else. So yeah, just start thinking about, what is my dream? And you can have a dream today, and then tomorrow it may change. It may be something different, or you might have a lot of dreams, I would think.
Yeah, that's true.
So anyway, guys, thank you for joining us. Thank you guys for joining me today. And I look forward to hearing about your dreams. Like, what are your dreams? Take the limits off. This is Arvette.
This is Steve.
This is Rodney.
See you next week.